Hi, my name is Nicolette Hochter. You can call me Nikki, and I am from Kansas City. I can remember I've been wanting to work with kids. As the oldest of three, I grew up babysitting my younger siblings, being the neighborhood babysitter, as well as nannying in my summers of high school and college. Then I went to KU and I studied applied behavioral science with an emphasis in early childhood education, and I currently work as a team leader at a place called Autism Concepts Incorporated, where I program for kids with autism spectrum disorder as well as developmental delays. And I am now taking on a new role there where I'm in charge of new staff training as well as the parent support and outreach role. And right before I was going to graduate KU, we had a meeting with the major on what we could do with our degree as well as our experience. And my professor briefly mentioned child life, and I remember excitedly writing it down and underlining it a bunch, and then going home and researching it and setting up a meeting with someone at Children's Mercy to talk about the field a little bit more, and then I signed up to volunteer. My first night volunteering really solidified that child life is what I wanted in a career path. It's what I wanted to wake up and do every day. I started volunteering on Fort Henson at Children's Mercy, which is the oncology unit, and I grabbed my census. I was really excited, ran upstairs, and I ended up playing Uno with a family in the playroom. I ended up helping a teen decorate their room, and then I ended up racing a little girl and her family down the hallway with a tricycle, and the whole floor was filled with this resilience. Even though they were faced with the hardest battle of their lives, their families were faced with hardships that I can't even imagine, and they had this joy and they had this resilience about them, and I knew it was something really special that I got to be a part of, and that child life was a big part of that resilience and that hope. And child life just really merges my passion for child development as well as my interest in the medical field, and I knew it was something that I wanted to wake up and do every day. So I've had a lot of different volunteer experience at Children's Mercy, both at the downtown campus as well as the Kansas campus. At the downtown campus, I was on Fort Henson, that oncology unit, as well as being a transport volunteer for weeknight activities such as Pet Pals or something that we call Partners in Play, where different companies come in and volunteer and we do crafts or games, or if they have themed nights. It's really fun. And then I am also an inpatient volunteer and an emergency department volunteer down at the Kansas campus in Overland Park. And I've gotten a lot of really great experience providing developmentally appropriate play, doing bedside play, checking in on needs of the families, giving caregiver breaks, and all of that. And then I was also a practicum student at the Kansas campus at Children's Mercy, where I was able to observe a lot of different child life techniques. I was able to see a lot of preparation, facilitating coping. I was able to see a lot of different child life styles, and I got that experience in the emergency department, same-day surgery, inpatient, and radiology. So it was a really great experience, and I had wonderful supervisors and just got to learn a lot more about the field and development. Child life makes the hospital as normal as possible for a kid. They are experts in development, and that's what their focus is. So they do this by providing toys and activities for children in the hospital, by making sure that the families have an advocate, by preparing a child for a procedure, as well as providing distraction for that procedure, or getting them a lot of good information about their diagnosis and making sure the child understands what they're going through in the hospital. As your intern, I look forward to every learning opportunity available by asking questions, by being willing to jump in, and being able to grow from each experience. I look forward to seeing different child life approaches and styles within different units, and I hope to gain experience in things that I have yet to experience, such as bereavement and grief. I think that the most challenging thing for me will be seeing families in emotional pain, and I hope to take self-care as a priority so I can better support those other families. While I hope to gain a lot from the internship, I hope I'm able to add something as well through my ideas and my work ethic. And I really look forward to the possible opportunities with you guys.